What's up, you guys? All right, so my apologies. I meant to hop on here a little bit earlier, but I had some stuff that kind of came through. Took a little bit longer. So we know that Impact Wrestling had their um their uh their taping tonight, TNA Impact, and let's just get right into it. So first we get Josh Alexander and Hammerstone battling, just literally just kick off the show, as you can see right here, and then after that, got here. Where's it at? So many. There we go. Then we have Tommy Dreamer coming out and stopping Josh Alexander, saying, "Hey, let me be able to talk to Hammerstone. Let me talk to him. Everything is good." Finally, Josh Alexander calms down. He goes in the back, and then Tommy Dreamer comes out and addresses Hammerstone. Now, the brawl was pretty okay. I like the brawl, how it started, just like that as the show opened. It didn't come out to no one talking or anything. It just straight up. That's just how the show. I did like that aspect of it. And then Hammerstone puts Tommy Dreamer. He attacks Tommy Dreamer, puts him in the backbreaker, and that kind of how it goes from there. And then we get Crazy Steve fighting for the media championship. Now, one thing I will say is that Crazy Steve, I see over the last year or so, it seems like he is really adapting his character, his look, his entrance, and he looks like, I'm not gonna lie, I no disrespect to any of the TNA wrestlers, but he looks like a fucking star compared to a lot of the other entrances, a lot of the other wrestlers that come through there. Crazy Steve entrance, I even changed his body. He bulked up. He cares about his look, his presentation, and I just think that, you know, maybe it's time to give Crazy Steve more of a push besides the Digital Media Championship, because I think I just see I could see they could really do something bigger with him. So shout out to Crazy Steve anyway. So we get Crazy Steve versus Laredo Kid. If you didn't know, Laredo Kid couldn't make it due to visa issues. So that's how this happened a week later. All right. So before we go on to this segment, I want to say it was a pretty good match. The one thing I did like about the Laredo Kid Crazy Steve match is I like the athleticism of Laredo Kid, how he kept hitting, you know, he kept punting to the crowd and he hit those triple moonsaults. So I thought that was pretty cool. Pretty nice little match. I would rather, I know it's TV, but I would like to see them get like a 15-20 minute, you know, maybe the Ultimate X match with the title being on the line. I know they're not they are X Division, but you know, with the Digital Media Championship hanging up on the balance on the cables. All right, so we get a screenshot of the Monsters Ball match, and we have Khan in the back room there with the green mask and everything. I gotta give the appearance that they're monsters. I get it. So yeah. All right, then we have Chris Bay, Austin Aries, better known as ABC, coming out to the ring. And this was actually a pretty good match. I enjoyed this match a lot. I was pretty impressed to see how they worked with the guy, because AJ Francis is a huge guy, man. He's just a big dude. Anyway, I knew Rich Swann could work with them because they've done it in the past, but it was pretty interesting to see this match and how it played out. Um, some of the things that kind of stuck out of the match was with me, I wanted to see Rich Swann and Chris Bay in the ring a little bit more, but I really wanted them because I think they just could really have a great match, like a really good Iron Man or a really good type of match. So I was looking forward to seeing those two in the ring. I know it's TV, and I get it. So, but I like the fast-paced action of the match. So yeah. So ABC loses due to Rich Swann grabbing the trunks and holding the trunks for the 1, 2, 3. Excellent match for a TV match. It was really pretty good. It was very entertaining. Honestly, I thought I was gonna be bored, but I wasn't. And but I really wanted to see, and I was really impressed of how AJ Francis worked with the X Division guys as well. And then we get Joe Hendry coming out to the ring to taunt AJ Francis and Rich Swann now. But and he makes an announcement that he has a match with Rich Swann. Pretty interesting match to see how that turns out. And then we have Ash by Elegant segment. Nothing more than just getting her character over, the way I kind of look at it. And that's pretty much it for now. Cool announcement. They finally, congratulations to the TNA staff that was been there for the last 2.5 years. I know you guys have been trying to, excuse me, I need some water. I know you guys have been really trying to get an action figure. At one time, I think they did have one, not the micro ballers, even though I do have a Josh Alexander and Ace Austin micro baller, but not the micro baller, I mean regular action figures. I think the deal fell through, but I'm glad they were able to get a deal, and they look pretty cool. Like looking at them right now, they look pretty good. They look like them. Pretty cool. So congratulations to them. I would probably get, if I chose out of these bunch to get one, it'd probably be Moose, man. That Moose with the robe looks pretty dope. I wonder if they have like their title belts with them and stuff too. But congratulations to Power Town for getting that deal, and congratulations for creating a great product. And now Power Town does do great. Make good action figures for wrestlers. If you go on their Twitter account, you could see that they do like some of the legends and stuff like that. So they have a very good reputation of making pretty good action figures. All right, so we have a segment with the Grizzled Young Vets, and I hope that's her name. And then Ali. And he's trying to recruit them and trying to not mediate, but manipulate them into jumping, who he wants to jump. And they're kind of like, nah, we kind of want to do our own thing over here. And then Jake something comes in. That's apparently who he wanted to. He's scared of Jake something. So Jake something comes over there, pushes one of the Grizzled Young Vets a couple of times. And now Ali now is in their head, manipulating them, says, see, I told you. And now they're going to come up with a plan, I guess maybe next. We'll see down the line, right? I want to expose everything. So we have a contract signing. Between Jordan Grace and Steph DeLander, along with Always Ready, Matt Cardona. Matt Cardona was talking a lot in this match. Some of the key moments was that Jordan Grace was talking about her accomplishments, and Steph DeLander responded back, well, I have a bunch too. It would take all night. And then and then Jordan Grace mentioned something about the Digital Media Championship, and then, as we know, you know, I was about to call him Zack Ryder. Matt Cardona, you know, says, "Well, I beat you for it, remember?" And then she calls him a bitch, and then the crowd goes insane. Pretty good crowd for a small venue like that at the ECW arena. Very intimate crowd, but they were loud, and they really enjoyed the wrestling. It turns out pretty bad for Jordan Grace. And she ends up going, did she go through a table? I think she went through a table. So, yeah, didn't go too well for her. But anyway, so we have, oh gosh, I forget their names. But anyway, we have, gosh, what is his name? But anyway, we have Marsha Slamovich in the middle. They're trying to persuade her, I guess, to come over to their group or what have you. She starts speaking Russian. They don't know what she's saying. But let me tell you something, what she really is saying. She's saying this. We don't know how to speak Russian. I like Masha, man. Masha's a cool person, man. She's real cool on Twitter too. But anyway, so we have Moose versus Trent 7. You know, a couple two brutes going at it, and a pretty good match. Between the two. You know, just a regular solid TV match. And then we have a promo kind of where Josh Grissom is sitting at the at a table, like a therapy or something, kind of like a therapy session, kind of, or in a therapy room. And he's talking about this mask, and obviously we know what that mask is. It's an octopus mask, which is pretty cool. And he should have never got rid of it, because I think it's part of his persona, makes him stand out. But anyway, he's talking about it and how and then there's 3 sides of him. One that's him, one with the mask, and then one with that no one's ever seen. So good way to build him up. Bring them there. Good promo. Made sense. All right. And then we have Speedball Mountain entering the ring, because Trent 7's taking on Moose. All right. And Moose obviously retains, what have you. And then we have backstage segment with Rosemary and gosh, what is her name? I'm sorry, you guys. I'm so tired. And with Havoc, and they persuade whatever his name is there. They persuade him for a title match, because I'm gonna call him his WWE game. I don't want to make you guys mad. I would say Santino Morella, but anyway. So they get their title shot. He doesn't say, did he say, I don't know, I'm not too sure if he said, let me know in the chat, you guys, did he say when they were going to get their title shot? Because he said they were going to get it. Is it next week, or is it at Rebellion? Or you guys let me know. All right, so they're setting up, very good graphics, setting up the match between Mustafa Ali, Jake Something, or Rebellion. And we have Jake Something getting the win over one of the grizzled young vets. Glad to see Jake getting pushed up. I thought this was long overdue. This was two years in the making, to be honest. He should have had this 2 years ago. So we have Mustafa coming to the ring, complaining about he's not a real X Division star. He shouldn't be going for the title, and we're not taking it anymore. Then he's got these jobbers or hired hands to come out. I mean, honestly, that's what it is. You know what I mean? And then, hey, I've been there too, or you know. But anyway, so, and then Jake Something gets pissed off. He does a flip onto all of them, knocks them down. Pretty good spot. And they go, Grizzly Young Vets go in there and attack Jake. And doesn't end too well for Jake. That's pretty much it. All right, so Let's go. My bad. That was my computer picture. I don't know how I got in there. But anyway, so we have, gosh, what is his name? The Canadian Frankenstein, a PCO is coming to the ring. And one of the cool spots was when you put the trash can over him, instead of getting a chair and just hitting him with it, you know, he took the chair and just used his fist. I thought that was pretty different, because normally you'll see they'll put the hat on him and they'll just run, or they'll kick him, or they'll, you know, grab a chair, hit him, or be like a barbed wire, or they'll hit him or something like that. But I thought it was pretty cool. How he did that. That was unique. It was different. One bump. I don't know if this was supposed to go this way, or you're supposed to go to the table. I don't know. But this looked like crazy good or crazy bad. This is when he was PCO was trying to set up Khan on the apron, and I guess he was trying to get him to go through the table. And he flipped him over his head, but instead of going through the table, he hit his head and his back, and he landed on the turnbuckle. It was a wicked spot, man, for real. This shit was deadly. All right, so we have Khan putting PCO through the ladders, and Khan gets the win. Well, no, he doesn't get the win, my bad. He goes off the apron and onto the thumbtacks. He misses. And then PCO puts the thumbtacks on him and in his mouth. And then he does his moonsault onto the thumbtacks. And then PCO gets the 1, 2, 3. And the show goes off. Out of 10, what would I rate this show? I would say 7.5 out of 10. Pretty solid show, pretty good show. I was tired and I watched the show and I was not tired. I could make it through the show. If I'm really tired and I make it through something, either it has my attention and it was exciting enough to have my attention. And I thought it was pretty solid show going into a pay-per-view. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So as we can see, things are starting to develop into the title picture, as far as the titles, as far as like the tag team titles, as far as the X Division title, and what have you. It'll be interesting to see if Khan and PCO do take this and turn it into something else. It looks like we're going to get a Josh Alexander versus Hammerstone match, which would be really great. Maybe Hammerstone will get the dub this time. Probably would be great to trade wins and losses too. Yeah, so those are some things that kind of stick out. Appreciate you guys on Twitter. If you're on Twitter, don't forget to like, retweet, follow me. Go over to my YouTube channel. I'm always doing all kinds of wrestling, gaming, and other sports content. So follow me over there. At my YouTube channel, I am a Savage Creator Reacts. And if you're a gamer, you can always watch me on Twitch, Kick, and TikTok. But anyway, if you are on YouTube, follow me over. Go back over there on Twitter and follow me. And say, hey, I came here from YouTube. And if you're on Twitter, say, hey, I came here. Drop in the comment section. Say, hey, I came here from Twitter. I greatly appreciate you guys. You guys have a great night, man. And I'll be back here tomorrow on Twitter and YouTube. I'll be reacting to SmackDown. All right, you guys.